In 2012, a switch flipped and 15-year-old Zachary Davis changed. He began talking less and less, and when he did speak, it was in bizarre sentences. Until one day it all climaxed and he ended up taking the life of his mother in one of the most brutal ways possible. Davis was 9 when his father passed away from ALS, and it sent him into a tailspin. Davis claimed to hear voices, and he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and depressive disorder. During a session with his psychiatrist, Davis confessed to hearing the voice of his father. Doctors recognized that Davis was experiencing deep depression, which is not uncommon for someone to lose a loved one at such a young age. Davis processed through the 2 most common phases of grief, numbness and depression. But before he could reach recovery, his mother pulled him out of therapy. His mother then moved their family to Sumner County, Tennessee to move on with their lives. Davis slowly went from being soft-spoken to an outcast amongst his peers. He had an app on his phone about serial killers and another app that listed torture devices. He even scrawled in notebooks, "You can't spell slaughter without laughter." Davis didn't show any outward displays of violence until the night of August 10th, 2012. While his mom and brother were out, Davis packed several items into a backpack. The items included clothing, a toothbrush, notebooks, gloves, a ski mask, and a claw hammer. He did this in an effort to appear like he was planning on running away from home. However, he had much more sinister intentions. On that night, in a flurry of rage, David beat his mother to death with a sledgehammer. He then attempted to burn down the house while his brother was still in it. Around 9 p.m., his mother went to bed, and when she was asleep, Davis went to the basement, grabbed a sledgehammer, and then entered her room. He proceeded to bludgeon his mother to death, striking her nearly 20 times with the sledgehammer. Davis then made his way to the family game room where he doused the room with whiskey and gasoline before setting it on fire. Davis had intended to kill his brother with the fire, but before it could spread, the smoke alarms woke his brother up. His brother ran to their mother's room and discovered the bloody mess and the lifeless body of their deceased mother. Davis was captured by authorities approximately 10 miles away from their home. He confessed in chilling detail how he heard the voice of his father telling him he needed to kill his mother. In an interview with Dr. Phil, Davis said that he killed his mother because she wasn't taking care of the family, and laughed when he described the sound the sledgehammer made when it connected with his mother. He was sentenced to 60 years in prison. In 2015, an additional 20 years was added.